Good morning to our lecturer and my fellow friends. Today, we are going to present our topic for mathematics engineering, which is in chapter 1, Matrices. In this presentation, we will discuss the basic concept of matrix, including the definitions, type of matrix, and basic matrix operation. We will also provide some examples to make the topic easier to understand. So, without furthermore, let us begin our presentation. Thank you. And before we begin, let us take a look at our team members. And as we can see, this is our team. And today, we will be presenting the mathematics engineering, which is in chapter 1, matrix. Let's get started. And then, before we gonna continue about introduction, I want to introduce myself. And my name is Endran Jungai. And after that, we continue about this introduction. Matrices are one of the fundamental topics in mathematics because they are provide a systematic and efficient way of the organizing, representing and analyzing numerical data. A matrix is defined as a rectangular arrangement of numbers and then symbols or algebraic expression organized into rows and columns. Each value in matrix is called an element and its position is determined by its row and column. Matrices are commonly represented by capital letters such as A, B, or C, and their structure format makes mathematical calculation more organized and help simply complex problem. As a result, matrices are widely used to solve system of linear equation and represent data in various mathematical and engineering applications.
Hi to our lecturer and my fellow friends. My name is Patrick Ludan. So I will continue about introduction. There are several types of matrices, each with its own characteristic and function. Common types include the row matrix, which has only one row, the column matrix, which has only one column, the square matrix, which has n equal number of rows and columns. The rectangular matrix, which has different number of rows and columns, and the identity matrix, which contain one on its main diagonal and zeros elsewhere. Understanding this type is important because each matrix is used to different mathematical operation and application.
I'm continue the introduction. Next, the study of matrix help students understand matrix operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, the determinants, and inverse matrix. It also enables students to solve system of simultaneous linear equations using methods such as the inverse matrix method and Cramer rules. In addition, matrices have many practical applications in engineering, computer science, economics, physics, and other technical fields. Therefore, learning matrices not only strengthens mathematical knowledge but also develops analytical thinking and problem-solving skills that are essential for engineer and technical professions. After that, this is a question 1. Select has store in market A and market B. The table below shows the number of packets of nasi lemak and mee goreng sold in the both market in a day. Market A, nasi lemak 52, mee goreng 60. Market B, nasi lemak 48, mee goreng 40. It is given that select at 250 in market A and 200 in market B on that day. Calculate the profit of selling a packet of nasi lemak and the profit of selling the packet of mee gorengs. Use inversion method. First, let's look at the equation of the screens. We have a 2 by 2 matrix multiplied by the variable matrix x and y, which give us the result matrix 250 and 200. First, multiply the primary diagonal 52 times 40, which is 2080. Then subtract the other diagonal 60 times 48, which is 2880. When we subtract 2880 from 2080, we get negative 800.
And that at this part, as we can see this a with the negative one doesn't mean that we calculate then first thing first, the determinant is the with the 800, so we get the 1 over 800, and then we should add the multiply in the matrix with the 40 and negative 16 and negative 48 with the 52, and finally we should add the multiply in the column matrix with the 250 and 200 to get the final answer.
So next, how we're gonna find the x and y value is we need to divide each of the number, which is 40, negative 60, negative 48, and 52 with negative 800, and then multiply by 250 and 200. So there's an example. So in bracket 40 divided by negative 800 multiplied by 250 plus negative 60 divided by negative 800 multiplied by 200, and for y 40 divided by 800 multiplied by 250 plus 52 divided by negative 800 and multiplied by 200. So finally, we will get the value of x and y, which is for x, the value is Rm 2 ringgit 50 cent, and the value of y is Rm 2 ringgit. So next, we will continue for question number 2. So for question number 2, we need to solve the following three linear equations by using Cramer rules method. So first equation is 4x minus 3y plus z equal to negative 10, and second equation is 2x plus y plus 3z equals to 0, and third equation is negative x minus 2y minus 5z equal to 17. So we will use the value of first row, which is 4, negative 3, and 1. So 4, we will multiply it by 1, 3, 2, and negative 5, minus, in bracket, negative 3, and then negative 3 we will multiply it by 2, 3, negative 1, and negative 5 in bracket. So plus 1 in bracket 2, 1, negative 1, and 2. So the answer will be 4 multiplied by negative 11 in bracket plus 3 multiplied by negative 7 in bracket, and last plus 1 multiplied by 5 in bracket. So the final answer we will get negative 60.
And then thank you for brother Patrick. So we wanted to continue to find the value of x. As we can see, to find the value of x, we see the question at top. For example, like in column 1, 4, 2, and negative 1. For column number 2, negative 3, 1, and 2. So in column number 3, 1, 3, negative 5. For another bracket, we also following the column 1. That means that x, y, and z. So that means they're equal to in column 1, for example, like negative 10, 0, and following the 17. And then if we wanted to find the value of x, first thing first, in the bracket, at the top, for example, like 4 column 1, 4, 2 and 1, we should exchange to the -10 following 0 and 17, and then after that in column 2 and 3 we just following for that question. Then after that we do the formula like multiplying by them, but for the numbers like -10 and -3 and +1, we should do the multiply outside the bracket. And then after that what we do is we can see that -10 will multiply in the bracket, which means that 1, 3, 2 and -5. After that we will do minus with -3. After that in multiply with in the bracket 0, 3, 17 and -5, and then we will plus 1 and then multiply with 0, 1, 17 and 2, and then we get the numbers for like this, for example, to get the answer. After we do the multiplies by them, so we get the question, for example, like -10 will be multiplied to -11 plus 3 multiplied to -51 and will be plus with 1 multiplied to 17. After we do the answer, so we get the question like -16.
To find the determinants of matrix Y, we have performed a cofactor expansion along the first row. First, we take 4 and multiply it by its 2 times 2 subdeterminants to get -204. Next, we subtract -10 times its subdeterminant, which supplies 2 adding plus 10 times -7, giving us -70. Finally, we add 1 times its subdeterminants to get 34. Combining this value, -204, -70 and 34, give us our final answer of -240.
So thank you for my friend Mon for explaining the previous slide. Now I'm going to explain how to find the answer for Z. So now we have matrices for Z. It is 3 by 3 matrices, and we're gonna put it in equation. Take 4 and 4 minus 3 and -10 to the outside, and put the balance of the number. For 4 we're gonna take 1, 0, 2 and 17 to multiply it with number 4, and minus -3 multiply with 2, 0, -1 and 17, and plus with -10 and multiply with 2, 1, -1 and 2. So it's going to bring us to get the answer, and the answer is -240. So now I'm going to explain how to find the answer for x, y and z. So first we're going to use the formula. We're going to take the answer from triangle x and divide it with triangle 0, and we're going to find the answer for x, and it is 1. So after that we're going to find the answer for y, and we're going to use the same formula, and we're going to get 4 for the answer, and same as the z, and we are going to find the answer for z, and it is -2. So now we're gonna go forward to the next slide. I'm gonna explain about question 3. So I'm gonna show the way how to prove the following law of matrices at below. So as we can see here, A multiplied with B plus C equal with A multiplied B plus AC. So as we can see, we have uh, three matrices in this slide. So we're gonna use our own number to prove the matrices at the previous slide, the equation from the previous slide. So for the A, 2, 4, 6, 8, and B, 3, 1, 5, 2, and the last one C, 7, 6, 0, and 4. So we're gonna break it down to five parts. So first gonna need to find B plus C and put it in a bracket and multiply it with A. And for the third one, A multiply with B, so we're gonna get the answer for AB. And for the fourth one, we're gonna find the answer for A and C and multiply the both matrices, and we're gonna uh, find the answer for AB plus AC.
Thank you for Brother Gary for the question, and then we continue about question number one in question number three. In this part, we also see the B plus C. How we wanted to find the B plus C, so we follow the question that mean that in B in the bracket we saw the in column 1 that 3 with 5. In column number 2 we following with 1 or 2, and then we plus with the C bracket. Doesn't mean that we plus with bracket in column 1 7 with 0, in column 2 6 and 4. After that we do just plus, like for example like bracket 1 plus bracket 2. For example like 3 will be plus with 7, and 1 will plus with 6. After that 5 will following with 5 plus 0, and then 2 plus with 4. After we answer this type of question, we also get the answer. The answer was like in bracket, we follow in bracket, and then in column 1 we get number 10, follow in column 1 10 following with 5, and then column 2 7. After that we follow with 6.
So next we will find B plus C. So we will put 2, 4, 6 and X in bracket plus 10, 7, 5 and 6 in bracket. So next we will do 2 times 10 in bracket plus 4 times 5 in bracket. Next we'll also do the same thing for 6. We will 6 plus 10 in bracket and plus x multiplied by 5 in bracket. So same as before, we will do the same thing, which is 2 times 7 in bracket plus 4 times 6 in brackets, and 6 times 7 in bracket plus x times 6 in brackets. So next it will be 20 plus 20, 60 plus 40, and 14 plus 24, and last 42 plus 48. So the final result for B plus C is 40, 38, 190 in bracket. So that will be the answer for B plus C.
To calculate the products of matrix A and matrix B, we multiply each row of the first matrix by each column of the second matrix. For the top left entry, we take the first row times the first column given, 2 times 3 plus 4 times 5, which simplifies to 6 plus 20 equal 26. For top right entry, we multiply the first row by the second column to get 2 times 1 plus 4 times 2, which given 2 plus x equal 10. Moving the bottom row, we multiply the second row, the first column, to get 6 times 3 plus x times 4 times 5 equaling 18 plus 40 equal 50x. Finally, for the bottom right entry, we take the second row times the second column to get 6 times 1 plus 8 times 2, which gives us 9 plus 19 equal 22, leaving us with our final matrix of.
So now I'm gonna explain how to find the answer for the AC. So first thing first, I'm gonna take the matrices from A and C and multiply between the matrices. So 2 multiply with 7 and 4 multiply with 0. 2 multiply with 6 and 4 multiply with 4, and 6 multiply with 7, 6 and 8 multiply with 6, and plus 6 multiply with 7 plus 6 multiply with 4. So we're gonna get the answer for AC 14, 28, 42 and 68.
Thank you for Gary for answer the number 4 with part with AC question. So we're gonna continue with number 5 in question 3. So as we can see, the number 5 we need to answer with AB plus AC. Doesn't mean that the answer from AB we need to plus with answer with AC, so that answer will combine. Doesn't mean that we need follow to question with AB plus AC. So the first thing first, put the answer of AB. It means that in AB, the first column was 26, following with 58. In column number 2, we put the number 10 and following with 22. And after that, we should add the plus because the question asked the plus. And then about the answer with question with AC, the column number 1 we should put the number 40 following the 42, and then the column number 2 we following the 28, and then following with 68. And then after we collect the part with another part, so we combine with following the formula about the plus. We should do plus. After that, as we can see, this plus, for example, like for example, that this row we follow the row with the 26 plus 40, and then 40 will be plus with 28. Okay, 28. After that, in row another row, the 58 we plus with 42, and then the following with 22 we will be plus with the 68. And then after we do the question, we will research, and then we get the answer. The answer was 40 in column 1. Like I said, in column number 1, the answer was 40 followed with 100, and then the column number 2 we follow the 38, and then 19. And that's all for me. I will give to brother Gary. Thank you very much.
So conclusion for our assignment is this assignment has provided a comprehensive understanding at the fundamental concept and application of matrices in engineering mathematics. So for this assignment, we're gonna get a definition, types, and objective of learning concept have been discussed to provide a strong foundation for understanding matrix operation. So in addition, the application of the inverse matrix method and Cramer's rule has demonstrated how matrices can be used effectively to solve system of simultaneous linear equations accurately and systemically. The proof of the distributive law of matrices also reinforce the importance of metric properties in ensuring correct mathematical operations. So, and overall, scientific fields where data analysis and problem solving are required. Therefore, mastering metrics concepts and techniques helps students to improve their analytical thinking, mathematical reasoning, and problem solving skills while preparing them for more advanced engineering course and real-world technical application. And the last one, the knowledge gained from studying matrices can be applied to many practical engineering problem solving, such as circuit analysis, control systems, computer graphics, structural analysis, and signal processing. By understanding how matrices works, it gonna teach us how to organize and manipulate students, uh, and it will manipulate students to approach complex calculation in a more structured and efficient way. The concepts learned in this assignment also provides useful mathematical skills that can be used to support future studies and engineering projects. Therefore, a good understanding of matrices will help students to become more confident in solving mathematical and technical problems in both academic and professional environment. So that's all from us. Thank you. And for the one that watching and listening, I'm gonna say thank you again for listening and watching our video.